got something to do. Everybody got something to do. Everybody got some shit they go through.
Okay, we're here. What's happening?
Oh, we're here. We're live. We're actually live.
We're live. We're actually
here.
on. Yes. Oh, let me turn that off. Okay.
Or are we really? Is it a simulation?
Such a complicated setup we've got. Aloha mai, everyone. We just had a last minute technical.
Schnazzle.
One of our core pieces of equipment. You may have noticed it last stream. It was like fritzing out, but it's fully died now. Looks like it.
Looks like you're painting a blood princess, Dad.
Yeah, I like the colors.
Now, where are his microphones? Right out here again.
Like the colors.
That's cool.
Oh no, he's coming out on the stream like that. Just me.
Yeah, I can hear him. I don't have anything coming in on my
Sorry, you take it.
multi-stream chat. I see it populating on the screen, but not on the. There we go.
Comes.
Testing Axiom. Testing 1 2 3. How's the TV going?
Oh yes,
Oh, yep.
I'm in the process of doing it.
His face isn't there.
Yeah.
Trit side working. Kia ora Axiom. Hene ana, tēnā koe. Dai, Roimata, Amelia, kia ora Tiffany. Kairi, kia ora koutou. Bladder,
Hene ana.
Bladder Casboom. Kia ora.
Dai, Bundy.
Kia ora tikanga.
Oh, is that all coming up on the screen now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we're good.
And I'm assuming.
There's some painting ASMR for you guys at home. Hear the scraping of the tool on the canvas. Kia ora, Choc. True Choc.
We got a guest on tonight, Dad.
Yeah.
Regan Balzer.
Yes. Yes, Regan Belzer, it's been around for a while. I remember her as a young Pepe. Yeah. And but now, good to have her on back here on our live show. So, yep, we'll chat with her when she's on.
She'll be on about 6:30, so about 15 minutes. So she's
Okay.
gonna come on. She's going to paint. She's going to be in her studio painting as well.
Wow.
I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah, so she's just going to be on her side painting. She said she's usually painting during these streams and watches. So, so that's pretty dope.
Yeah. Mean.
There we go. Yeah, she's in Kitty Roa. Did you know? Do you know her mum? Or you?
Yeah. Yeah. We're friends. One way back.
Yeah.
Roma, we saw flat together in Rotorua with Tuhipo Kereopa.
Kia kaz, G Tame Iti. Kia ora, my kaz.
Oh. Yeah, it's pretty hardcore about the house, eh?
Hardcore. How's the whānau, bro?
Yeah, I hope the whānau's okay. That's I drove past there the other day, and yeah, it was a bit shocked to see. Iwi Lands is asking, are you still living by the one-way bridge? Yes, Dad still lives down by that bridge in the
Yep.
Waipuke.
Ohotu Road, Ohotu Bridge.
Yeah,
Kia ora, Aroha.
How's the keto diet going, bro?
Fuck keto.
Fuck the scales though. I gotta say, I had a bit of a surprise. I thought I was 10 kgs lighter than I actually am.
Yeah, when you were telling me the other morning, I was like,
Yeah. I realize now what that look on your face was. I believed it. Have you done keto before, Aroha?
oh yes, you're up in Tamaki, eh, bro? Tomotsu. I haven't been home yet, eh? Yeah. Nah, it's gutted, my bro.
Yeah.
Aye. Rewa piriti. Yeah. Oh yeah, television struggle. See, now we're in streaming struggle. I don't think it's too bad. We get to pick our own lighting at least. Yeah, all those goddamn commercial expectations and blah, blah, blah.
Oh yeah. Health too.
Well, yes.
I mean, according to my app, I'm obese too.
Right.
Yeah, the vegan can laugh.
Yeah, I know all about it.
Yeah.
I had a big fat puku for a little while in my 40s and 50s. I never had problem with weight till reached this middle age. As you fellas are going through it.
See, it's genetic.
Aye. But I managed to get rid of my puku.
So we just have to wait till we're 70, bro. Sweet as.
Yeah, 60s.
60s. Oh,
Yeah,
well.
in my 60s.
Even better.
Yeah.
Just ride out the 50s as jolly kind of, you know, you got the Santa look going on. Just
Yeah, you definitely need to complete it.
Yeah.
Moldy Santa.
But you know, fat phobia is a conversation in itself. There are a lot of cultural constructs that are institutionalized and built into the society that we live in, where people pass judgments if you're carrying a little bit of extra weight without really considering all of the other factors that are in people's lives. It's quite ableist. People have certain physical or even mental situations, emotional, whatever, that they're going through, which manifest as holding weight. People are born with different bodies, but the whole sort of idea that your weight, that there's some sort of moral connection between the person and the weight.
Oh, you mean like if they're fat, they're lazy?
Yeah. It's not true.
Well, I don't feel lazy, so I don't really feel like there's. I feel like I'm doing a lot, so I don't really feel like there's a connection there.
Yeah, I had a friend who went to the Philippines. It was a big campaign over in the Philippines. But she was big lady, and she feels really shy because she starts singing the song. Once I stood like a tall tree, because for a fat person in Philippines, in the Philippines, you are the bourgeoisie, middle class. Yeah, you know, you had to be middle class to be fat, because you can afford to be fat. You know, eat all those food. So she felt quite whakama because she's not a bourgeoisie. Yeah.
Right.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. There's certain times within different cultures where carrying extra weight was a sign of status because you could afford it. There's also the other judgment that is that if you hold weight, that you've got no discipline, that you can't discipline what you put in your mouth. So clearly you lack discipline if you are fat. Oh, kia ora Māori Maiden over on Twitch. Hey, thank you. Bring that green sword there. I see we've already got some, what do you call them? Spammers.
That's on
Twitch.
is it on Twitch?
There was a spam there on Twitch earlier.
No, I think that was on YouTube. That one.
No. The plista.
Oh, okay.
It's a spammer.
Oh yes. There it is. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's all good. Māori Maiden's got that.
Aroha, don't start me on the armor we have to put on to work. The blonde, the lighter makeup. To lighten your skin. Get fucked. The 8-inch heels to lengthen you. But my overseas mate said being bigger meant I was wealthy. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, over in Thailand it's seen as a sign that he has food in his village.
Yeah.
Oh well. So yeah, I try to take it with a bit of a grain of salt. I do, you know, knowing that I'm, you know, heading into my late 40s, that staying fit to the extent that I can get around my puku to tie my shoelaces is, you know, a goal.
Thanks.
Hey everyone, this is just a bottle too. This is tap water, just to let you know. Just a vessel being reused and repurposed, refilled.
Aroha, are you still working in television? Are you still doing that? Are you still having to wear the 8-inch heels and carry on?
Oh, it's NC35 and NC42 Aroha. Is that shades of you know?
Of foundation. Interesting.
Actually, Aroha, somebody, because Aroha was in a documentary I made, and we made this fake product called Why Worry, and Aroha being the infomercial queen that she has been in the past, came on and actually and played the role of selling this Why Worry. But I was going to tell you, Aroha, it was only like a week ago somebody was like, you actually have to produce Why Worry as an actual product, it will go gangbusters. So how many years ago was that we did that?
What was it? Describe the product.
Oh, you know, it's really inconvenient when you are in your office or somewhere and you break tikanga, or you feel, you know, you have to bless yourself and you can't exactly just go to the bathroom and bless yourself with water, because really you're just compounding the issue. So with Why Worry, it's blessings in a bottle.
Oh,
bless
yeah, I remember that.
On the go.
I remember that show.
Comes in different sizes.
I was there.
Comes with a little roll on in case you get some bags under your eyes. You can just roll it on under there, and you can take care of that problem too. But really, yeah, blessings in the bottle. Why worry?
Yeah, I was on that show, eh?
Yeah, that's right, you were. You and Uddle.
Yeah. Yeah, I do remember.
Remember doing that show, Dad, with Mikey Havoc and Newsboy when you did like the Guy Fawkes night?
Yeah. Santa Claus, I think I was.
No, that was the Mike King one when you were Santa Claus.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. He had a talkback show for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but that Mikey Havoc one, I remember that you were in the studio and you were blowing stuff up,
Yeah.
leaning into the stereotype.
Yeah. Well, he did. He was at the first burning of cars at the art exhibition. Yeah. He took some of those videos, and I was sitting in the back of a Ford station wagon. Had a camera at the back, and the cameras on the corners. That's the first time I ever seen cameras, little wee eyes down on the corners, and you were driving it. So I'm still waiting for some of those video and to come.
Right out there. Kia ora, Belinda Corey on Facebook. Sally Williams, kia ora, loves fat phobia. Reckon she's got that phobia. Heidi Lee, kia ora.
Go ahead, Māori Maiden, ask your question. Part-time Mike.
Māori Maiden's question. What is everyone's whakaaro about a person getting a moko kauai, and are there certain criteria to have one? Are you thinking of getting one, Māori Maiden? Oh, because my friend thinks that you have to be a matua Māori to wear one.
Matatau.
A matatau Māori.
Matatau.
Sorry.
Matatau.
Yeah, that's a bit of a debate, that one.
Debatable.
When it comes to moko kauai, you know, I think that's certainly a debate that wahine have to have. Kei a koutou tērā whakaaro. But around moko full stop, you know, my son, actually, who just got some moko yesterday, just turned 16, and that's what he wanted to do. And I mean, for his age, certainly he's matatau ki te reo and tikanga and stuff. And he's actually a little bit fundamental about it. He's a bit of fundamentalist. He's a bit like that. What's that saying that you have to you know, tā moko o te arero tuatahi, that you have to sort of have your tā moko on your tongue, meaning you should have the reo before you do that. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think you have to be aware that if you become a tangata mau moko, you know, that you wear the moko, that there will be an increase in expectation potentially that you are matatau, or that you do have te reo, or these sorts of things. I mean, this is just my understanding. I think this is certainly a korero that you have to have with your whānau and hapu and with yourself ultimately, because it's your goddamn body. If you want to do what you want to do, then, you know, that's up to you. Somebody asked me recently if they thought that they went ahead and got a moko anyway, and they wanted to know what my opinion was, and I was like, well, tuatahi kei akwe, it's up to you. But I said to him that, because he's quite fair, I was like, you will be clearly identified as Māori from that point, and will potentially experience racism like you haven't before, because you pass as being non-Māori. Yeah, and that has been a little bit of his experience. My aunties express their level of expertise by how fully inked their lips are. What do you mean by that? Yet my aunties express their level of expertise by how fully inked their lips are. What do you think, Dad?
Yeah, I've been an advocate of trying to get people to get moko for quite a long time, and even I took that to my hapu and to Tūhoe at large, and particularly those who whai korero, kai karanga, mauhia te moko. Yeah, and I don't think you need to have the reo, but the reo will come. Everybody got the reo. Our role really to print the reo already in your puku. It's already in you. You know, and mata wā tērā. You know, I'm not as hardcore and fundamental as some other people are, because definitely I do have mates who are. Some of the guys that I know will not do any moko on your kauwai, on your skin, if you use of cannabis or alcohol. So that's another group of people, you know. And yeah, I think it's a kaupapa that they need to be on the kaito table to have a talk about it, and whānau to have a talk about it. Definitely that the wearing moko kauwai and kīwhana, the full face like I have, is huge now. It's it's an industry. You know, it's an industry where there's a lot of stuff that involved in it, in the process of the making their tools. It's a health issue. Making sure I do know some guys who are people who got the moko kauwai done, got infected really bad. You know, so you got to avoid all of that. So it's making sure that you know you're doing correctly and properly. And yeah, na wera kōrero no wera. Yeah, and the wearing it, and it take a while, you know, like to get used to. You know, back in the days, you know, you're getting more and more people. Like you go to the airport, you see tāmoko everywhere. Yeah, now I saw a police officer with a full moko kuri. Now I haven't seen that one. I saw that in the photo at. It might have been there Moana Maniapoto's Tangihana. Yeah, I think there was Pierre. I think there was somebody that I know. I just saw it from a distance. He had a tīwhana.
I know your brother was one of the first to wear a tīwhana in the army.
In the army, yeah, he was in the territory, and so yeah, back in the 80s, and yeah, he was fully moko. And he walked on the parade somewhere in Hamilton, and everybody sort of eyeballs sort of looking like that and looking at him. Yeah, of course you got now a Minister of Foreign Affairs Nanaia and Wea Moko, the lady from the Green Party. So, yeah.
Yeah.
There might be Kiri Tapu from the Labour Party, Sini once.
Rawiri?
Yeah, Rawiri got one. Yeah.
Yeah. And the two of my colleagues at the council, at the regional council, Mate Moana McDonald, who's a moko kauai, and then the young fella Stacey just went and got his tifana done. He's like 21. The bro doesn't speak Māori. But he felt like it was an important part of his journey. So I don't think there's that Māori maiden, and you saying there that around the lips, that it's an indication if they're inked in, that they are matatau i te reo, and if they're not inked, that it's part of their journey. They're still on the journey. I don't think there's any set tikanga. That's what I was talking about. Maybe there is an expectation by some people.
Yeah, some people.
By some people, if you get marked up, that and you become a tangata maumoko, that you have that level of expertise.
Yeah.
And then you'll just have to deal with it. If you get it done and you don't have it, then yeah.
Yeah, well, I remember having a chat with some of the kuia way back in the 70s and about moko, and I remember talking to one of them. She would have been only about 18, and she was quite devastated by the fact that she had no choice in the matter, and because they were doing moko kauai down at the Mahurihure Marae down in Ruatoki on the Amarai. Tame Puata was the tahuna back then. And I asked her, how high? Mo te high? Why were you upset? Well, she actually quite liked the lipsticks. I didn't realise they were wearing lipsticks way back in the First World War, during that period of time. And I got quite astounded by the fact that, and she was only young. I think she was only young. And I mean, mo hea ki te korero te reo, but a young 18-year-old, 17-year-old back in those days.
Yes, you want to wear the red lipstick.
Yeah.
Put it on top of that dark green.
Yeah.
Might end up
She won the red lipstick.
dark.
Yeah. I had no idea they had lipstick back then.
I've got.
Yo.
I've just got Regan here. I'm going to bring Regan in, so
Okay.
maybe she might be able to add something to the conversation.
Yeah.
Korero.
Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Kia ora, Regan.
Kia ora.
Ai.
Kia ora papa tame.
Kia ora. I mihi ata nei kia koe. Mihi atu kia koe, nau mai hara mai. Piku mai, kake mai, ki runa i tēnei hōtaka a mātau, mo tēnei ahi pō. Mihi kau ata nei kia koe. Tāua te aro whānui, mai make tiu ki Tongariro. Mihi ata nei kia koe. Nice to have you here on board with us. Yeah, I have watched and seen you online and been watching you doing your live show, painting. Great.
So awesome to be here. Thank you for inviting me in. Really excited. And you're such an inspiration, Papa Tame. You just go out and do it. With your kama, they're 100% as well. They're bringing in a lot of interesting korero.
Yeah, sure.
It's been to see you guys.
Wow. Cool. And whereabouts are you at the moment, Regan?
Kirikiriroa hau. So I'm just in Hamilton here, and I'm often painting live with you guys. So yeah, it's cool to actually be on here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool that we get to hang out in your studio and you get to hang out in ours. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's funny, I was setting up and I'm already spilling paint everywhere.
Yeah.
It's all over your face, sis.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Foam.
That's why I got gloves now. I'm doing. Are you painting on oil or acrylic?
Oh, just acrylic here because I'm at home and it's a bit smelly, the old oils.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's pretty strong, eh?
Yeah, I can't smell
it's
the
nice,
thing.
the oils.
Yeah. Yeah. So what are you painting now?
Got some nice vibrant colours. Oh, this is a piece for the Māori Achievement Rōpū, across the motu.
Yeah, yeah.
So it'll go on one of their resources.
Oh, yeah.
But Tame, guess what I've got?
What? What's that? Oh, wow.
You got one of these, eh? It's a
Oh,
tile
yeah,
on the
yes,
roof
yes,
of
yes.
the Rotorua Museum.
I'll go and get it.
I just saw that the other day.
Amazing. How'd you fellas get
They're
those?
doing a fundraiser.
Uh-huh.
My uncle dropped one off to me today. And then half an hour later, Wairere messaged me and said, oh, you want to come on tonight? We were just talking about Tame. Because he's
Nice,
doing
mate.
one too.
Oh, so have you got to paint it?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have to paint these tiles from the roof of the museum. And then it's, they're auctioning them off for fundraising.
Oh, cool.
It's costing millions of dollars to fix the
He's,
museum.
he's mine.
Yeah, there you go.
Cool.
Maria's uncle dropped him off, your relation. Maria.
He must be doing the rounds. He stopped in here today too.
Oh, yeah.
And then he showed me some photos of your new exhibition pieces. Are those
Those ira
those big
tanata.
metal ones?
Yeah, all the maitai at the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, down there, those ones there.
Yeah, those look awesome.
Yeah, it's a big job, but
Are they
it's
going-
fun. It's fun. You love playing. I love it, you know. So we're going to do about 100 of those. And I really love it. And I think I'm going to see myself doing more of it. Different small ones, little wee ones, miniature ones. Could be talking ones. Could be anything. You know, it's got a lot of potential. I always want to work with steel, and now I'm doing it. Yeah. So Ati's here with me. So
Yeah,
he's
nice.
Oh, they'll be there. They'll be around for a long time. Yeah. I guess.
Are they going in outdoor? Are they gonna be
Outdoors.
outdoor sculpture?
Some going outdoors. I've got an exhibition in Tauranga. They're going to go inside in the gallery at their village, at Tauranga, for Matariki. So
It's beautiful there.
yeah, and in the village. Yeah, so going to that one. I'm going in there with Joanne Black. She's a local artist from here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And
I hope I can make it.
yeah, and hopefully we'll be in Waikato too, in Ngāti Wairere, and down by the gardens. So that's supposed to be Matariki too, so we're still waiting for confirmation around that. Yeah.
And will there be your sculptures again?
Yeah, ira tanata, the ira tanata. Yeah, mainly ira tanata around in the gardens, and so there'll be the first testing round, well, Tauranga and Hamilton before go to Wellington in a smaller scale. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, you're everywhere.
Kind of.
Every time I open up my Facebook, you're there and everywhere.
Yeah, it seems to be, but I'm not. I'm here.
At least he's not doing push-ups on the camera anymore.
And he still can, eh?
That was a bit traumatizing, but yes, no, it's good that he still can.
Yeah, I still can.
Why did you cracking me up about your Korero before?
What?
What's that?
That's today when you're getting over 40s, everything starts going sideways. And
Oh man. Yeah. I mean, I blame lockdown to a large portion, but
Yeah.
yes. But I'm going to Spain in June. I just
Yeah, where to?
well, I've got a mate who's managed to survive cancer and make 50, and he bought a house in Ibiza on the island. So
Wow.
I'm going to go over there and
Party Island.
yeah. And I don't know how much partying was going on. Last time I was there, I learned how to scuba dive and I read the Lord of the Rings trilogy. So
A lot of downtime.
yes.
My favorite artist is from there,
Oh yeah, who's that?
Salvador Dali. He's got his own museum.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, was he from
amazing.
Ibiza?
No, sorry, from
From
Spain.
Oh, right. Yes. Yeah.
Northern Spain. Yeah.
Although some of his artwork, it'd be easy to kind of think he'd spend a lot of time in Ibiza.
Yeah. We're spent times in some realm.
Yeah, he was on something.
High on life, hey.
Oh, yeah. Aye.
Cool. I think I might start painting this tile.
Yeah.
We were just having a korero before about moko kauai and if there are rules around getting it or not. You planning on getting one anytime soon?
Yeah, I have asked somebody, probably with my mama, but my mum doesn't want a traditional style one, so maybe a little bit controversial. But she feels she connects more to, strongly to Native Americans, so she's leaning more to getting something like that.
Oh, wow.
Which is
That'd be interesting.
Yeah,
Aye.
yeah.
Yeah, the Inuit has some pretty cool moko kauai.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do, eh?
Yeah, totally.
Quite simplistic styles, eh?
Yeah, I've seen some in the Middle East. Middle East woman over at the airport in Dubai. I went in and have a talk with them, but they got lines, very nice straight lines, and it wasn't curl or anything, just straight lines. Yeah. It reminded me of the seeing some of those kuia back in the 70s, particularly in Waikato, and yeah, almost from a distance until you get closer to it with just a line. But it looked like it's pretty full on from a distance, looked like something else. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what your mum gonna come out with.
Yeah, she always likes to do things differently.
Yeah, we know a guy like that.
Yeah.
Keeps life interesting, eh?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? I don't have a problem with it. So what you gonna paint on that tile?
I'm not sure right now. I might just let the energy flow and see what happens.
Yeah, what a good idea. I think I'll do mine too while you're doing yours.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
See what we come out with.
Who we got in the comments here? Paliale, good to see you, my bro. I would like to see the moko wearer, male or female, with the language. Otherwise, it seems a bit papaku. Tawake Goff, Kia ora matua from the 3021. I think, is that Victorian? Mo Hohepa, Kia ora Kazi Riggs.
Oh, hey Mo. He's over in Australia.
Oh, everyone's questioning my pronunciation of Ibiza. Yes, it is. They say Ibiza in Spain. It's a th. They don't say Ibiza.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like Barcelona, eh? They say Barcelona.
Barcelona, yeah.
Yeah.
Barcelona. Yeah.
Now that's a cool city.
Oh, that's amazing. I love the Salvador Dali's all good, but sorry, who's the architect? Who did
Not
the
Gauguin. No,
Was that in Spain?
Oh, yeah, who's that guy?
Yeah, the chapel,
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
the cathedral that's there is just ridiculously like the brain that came up
And
with
they're
that
still
stuff.
building it, aren't they?
Yeah, they have been, yeah, for years. We got Just for Kicks in the house. Kia ora, Just for Kicks. I was just thinking about you the other day, Just for Kicks, as I was buying my 4 pairs of Air Max 90s. I haven't spent any money on shoes for a really long time, and I kind of splurged a bit. Mind you, Dressmart in Auckland's quite good for getting discount shoes. So. Y69, kia ora. Welcome to the stream.
Has anyone posted up his name yet? The artist?
Oh,
No, not yet. Yeah, generally they do come to the... Oh, Gaudi.
Gaudi, thank you.
Gaudi.
Thank you, Leanne. Thank you. Yes, Gaudi.
It is, yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty amazing.
Anthony Gaudi.
Oh, Anthony.
Antoni.
Ooh.
I have to fact check Lance there.
Possibly.
Oh, green sword on Just for Kicks. I love our Twitch whānau.
What is Twitch?
What is Twitch? Okay, whānau, let's explain it to her. You probably know it better than I do. We're kind of lurkers more than anything. But Twitch is a streaming platform. There we go. Y69, thank you. Yep. And it's kind of long format. So it's a bit like this. We started out on here and then moved into Facebook Lives. But yeah, it's a lot of gamers, but it's starting to grow. It's expanding into art and other stuff, music. What have we got here? I know Just for Kicks. He makes video. He does streams of him customizing shoes, which is dope. I love it.
Oh, cool. So is it kind of like TikTok, but not as gimmicky?
Not as. I feel like TikTok is its own thing. It's more like YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's mostly. I mean, the thing with Twitch is it's not pre-recorded. It's all in real live stream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was mostly for gamers.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
Gamers streaming their gaming and with each other, and a lot of them were communities that were coming across from Discord. So a lot of them would be in Discord, which was kind of like a messaging thing, and then they come over and they play games together, and yeah.
Hey,
Huh?
speaking of TikTok though, I've loved the content that you've been making on TikTok. The Horo, can you play this?
That's hilarious.
That was when I first started like dabbling in TikTok. Your feed was coming into your TikToks were coming into my feed, and I thought it was awesome. It was hilarious. Him playing the concrete power pole is still my favorite.
That's so funny, but you know, when you're in a relationship with someone, you have to work through quite a few things to get to that point, and man, he gets so hoa with me. But yeah, they were pretty fun. But it was because I started going onto TikTok, and I noticed how much negative content there is, especially with Māori. And I was like, man, my kids are on here, so I thought, let's just start doing some positive stuff and something a bit fun.
What sort of negative content? What do you mean by negative content?
I don't know what's up with my TikTok, because you know how it kind of...
Yeah, the algorithm is...
TikTok's the algorithm.
Yeah,
so the algorithm throws a whole lot of stuff, you know, like whānau who are just totally wasted and swearing their heads off, you know, on TikTok, and
wasted whānau talk. I miss wasted whānau talk.
And all that sort of stuff. Yeah, and even like relationships, relationships can be quite funny what they're doing on it, but when you actually look behind it, they're actually putting each other down. Yeah, it's quite toxic. It's not real, like, good role modeling. So, yeah, let's just put something that's positive on there. And there is a lot of positive stuff on TikTok.
Yeah, totally.
But, yeah.
Yeah, it's an algorithm
and plus
thing.
We always wanted to do that.
Oh, your series of play this.
Yeah,
can you play this, Horo?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
A few people asking where it is. It's Regan Balzer. Is that your TikTok?
I think so. It's Regan and Horo, maybe.
Oh, Regan and Horo. Let me see if I've got it here. Hang on, I'll bring it up. Regan and Horo Balzoro.
Oh, yeah.
Balzoro.
Yeah, like Brangelina. We always thought maybe we'll combine our names. It would be Balzoro. But we never did it legally.
And did you, when you first started doing them, like, did you jack it up with them, or was it all just, it seems pretty kind of spontaneous?
Yeah. Well, I kind of have to prep him up like a day or two before to let him know that I'm going to do one soon.
Right.
Yeah, otherwise he'll just kind of... So he knows it's coming, but he doesn't necessarily know at that point that it's coming.
Right.
Yeah. So it's a bit spontaneity, mate. A bit of spontaneity, but... And when he's in the mood, it's a lot easier.
And not in the shower.
Yeah, not in the shower. My kids didn't like that one.
Oh, Matthew Tukaki admitting to using Twitch, showing his Fortnite skills. He must be streaming Fortnite on Twitch. I watched a Louis Theroux. You guys watch much Louis Theroux? The documentary maker from the BBC?
I don't think so.
Bro? Why did
No.
Yeah. I've watched a lot of his stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's got a new series that's come out where he's looking. Or one of them was on looking at the new far right movement that started up over in the States, but a lot of it's come through bloody Fortnite. These guys meeting on Fortnite and on Twitch.
Oh.
Yeah, and
And they're practicing their gun skills.
connecting in there, and it's pretty out of it too, because these guys are young. I think the guy who's their political leader is 22, and they just got a different culture. It's really quite different, really different. They everything's kind of irony, but the stuff coming out of their mouths, man, is white supremacy. It's pretty shocking.
Hey.
Yeah, but that's all actually coming out of some of these platforms where they're getting to connect and network together. And it's got a feeling that it gets developed. You know, we call people like keyboard warriors, where people feel like they don't have any consequences. They're just in the digital world and they don't have to, or all the sort of rules fall aside, and then this whole culture's developed inside of that sort of space. But it's starting to come through into the real world as well. So I've always liked Louis Theroux's documentaries and stuff. So that's on Neon. I think I watched that.
That's freaky.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a double-edged
sword.
sword.
Because yeah. I think I saw a movie or a show once, and it was kind of like that. and it was kind of like they were training up our youth to be assassins and kill, countries without being there and not being attached. But it was kind of like a game, but it became reality. Have you seen that show? Maybe it was on the Black Mirror or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Sounds pretty Black Mirror. Actually, watching this Louis Theroux stuff last night was Black Mirror. It was total Black Mirror stuff.
Very similar. Quite possible, eh?
I know that, what was it, our mate Te Rangi Kaiwhiria? He was like, Minecraft, one of the ultimate biggest games out there about resource extraction and, teaching our kids to just...
That's hilarious. Yeah, mine without regard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's pretty dope that there was Matthew Tsukakis out there showing his Fortnite skills.
On Twitch.
I'm just going to bring up your page there, sis.
Oh, yeah. Did the TikTok.
There it is. Those that want to follow. Good quality content on TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
Local content, Māori content.
Yeah, I had to delete some of them because, my whānau thought they were a bit too
Out there.
exposing. Well, the thing is too is, Horo's a real personal, he's real personal. Like, he doesn't like to share that personal side with a lot of people.
Oh, yes. Private.
So, yeah.
And it's like that when you've got a public
Very
life.
private, that's
When
the
you've
word.
got a public life, what Koro does have with his performing, you want to keep a real separation between that public and private. We've been breaking down that wall in this
that's
stream.
right.
I think we've talked about some fairly intimate, private sort of stuff. But I think it's good to Korero
I
about
haven't
these
seen
things
that one,
sometimes. Certainly, I mean, like talking about the middle-aged spread in your late 40s and the challenges of those things. That can be a bit confronting. You're not really wanting to put that out in public necessarily, but it's a real thing. I think it's good to talk about these things.
That's right, we can so relate.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I'm pretty open about some of that stuff.
Just real life, eh?
Yeah, why not?
Great.
Looks like we're having a tile paint off. We can't really see what Dad's doing. You've set up in a better kind of
I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just having a play.
Same here. We're in our zone. Just laying out the seal,
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's all. That's it, sealing.
That's the way to do it.
Maybe you get the camera over there and to here.
No, the camera's not working, Dad.
Oh,
We're down to one camera.
you got it.
We've had a bit of a technical issue. See, he missed all of that, eh? When we were running around last minute, kind of like trying to plug things in here and there. He's like oblivious.
Yeah.
That camera's actually come back, bro. It's not doing too bad. There it is there. Like, it's not freaking out like it was before.
Okay, I'll go line up a frame. And I'll still keep this one on the cam link.
I'll stay on that. Yes, I'll still the cam link one, but that's cool. That's going to stream now. So
I'll go line up the other one, and
Hey,
you might be able to switch it on the OB.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I was vegan. I don't think I was painting at all when I was hanging out with your mum and them back in the days.
Yeah, no, the first time I remember you painting was you were painting on those plates.
Oh, yeah.
He brought them into Waikato, I think. The uni you were showing me.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
those are the old China.
Yeah, plates.
What do you call those?
I'd go and do
China
Crown
plate.
lint.
yeah. I usually go to Titirani where all the flash plates are up for sale. Yeah, you know, the quality plates. I haven't done any of that for a while.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mind
that,
you, you're doing a lot bigger stuff now too.
Yeah.
I realized, bro. Sorry, I just realized that camera. That's the freeze frame from
it's
when
a freeze
when
frame.
it froze.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
So no, it's not working.
not working.
Bummer, because it's a really nice shot.
You told me another story too about something about our parents trying to marry us off when we were.
Oh,
I was wondering if you're going to put that,
he hono.
talk about that.
Yeah, I think I did too.
I don't know if Papa Tame remembers.
Yeah, I did.
But I remember when I was really young,
Yeah.
they were having a conversation at home on Norrie Place at Rotorua.
That's right.
Oh yeah, I remember that place.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she goes, "Oh, what about a tomo?" And I was like, "Hey, I want to choose my own. I want to choose my partner." And then your dad's like, "Yeah, that's a good idea." Our kids.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. There you go. Arranged marriages do that was the plan. That was the plan back then. Although, you know, if we're being completely honest, Dad, you did arrange the woman that we ultimately ended up marrying and having kids with.
Yeah.
We're not with them now, but there was.
How did that work out?
It was, yeah.
Oh, you did.
Ouch.
Ow. Oh well.
Two beautiful children. That's how it worked out.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Monty Matty's like, wait, what? Marrying us off. Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's another Korero.
Yeah, I didn't let Mum choose mine. I'm too stubborn.
That's right. That's good.
Lucky.
I can see how it would have suited a certain era and culture and time, because it wasn't about yourself; it was about the collective. So you were expected to play your part. A lot of it was around diplomacy. I think when they were doing those kinds of things between hapu, could end a war. But yeah, it's kind of not really a thing these days.
Well, it's kind of like, so my daughter's just recently started a relationship, and I've known his mother since I was at high school. So, I really know the family. So it kind of sits quite nicely with me rather than some random, I don't really know where they come from and stuff. Yeah. I know that his parents are really nice, and he's, kind of know his upbringing and where he's from. So I can see how you would want to do that, for your children. Yeah.
Totally. I knowing the family and where they come from is, I think, if you can. I think there's certainly red flags if you have somebody who comes from, not to be judgmental, but a certain upbringing or background, because those issues may not present earlier on in life, but when the going gets tough, generally that upbringing that they've had and the role modeling that they've had does emerge, generally speaking.
So say that again, sorry.
I'm saying that when you look at patterns
I feel
of
like you're digging yourself a hole.
maybe. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. When you're following patterns of whakapapa, there is a momo whakaeke. There are things that get passed through, trauma gets passed through generations, and if you see where somebody comes from, generally there will be they'll be part of that pattern. And when it comes to your children, you would hope that they don't get entangled into that pattern that is playing out.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's a hard call to make, given that everyone has their own stuff going on all of the time. I mean, if there were people carrying around that intergenerational trauma that's being carried through, then and not being entangled with those people would pretty much exclude you for a large part of.
What do you mean? There's no patterns of trauma through my whakapapa? There's none. It was a perfect pattern of
Patterns of toa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, of course, everybody. I mean, but I think it's a spectrum thing. I think it certainly is a spectrum thing. I certainly was something that I didn't consider when I was younger, when I was choosing partners to be with. You saw what was in front of you and didn't necessarily see some of the patterns of trauma that was playing out within their whānau, which I did see play out later on. And if I had been more aware of that, then I think it would have been a factor that I would have taken into consideration if I was aware of that being a factor. And quite often I think that's possibly when you are older and wiser potentially, and you see certain things and you might go, oh, or am I being classist? Is this sounding incredibly classist?
Well, no, I don't think you're being classist, but I think like the what I think about when in that kind of scenario, or what you're describing, is, you know, we've talked about this about Dad, Ngā Tamatoa, and the exuberance of youth. You know, there was the fact that youth kind of they were out doing their stuff. They weren't necessarily, they were passionate and crazy, and were out there just doing it, and letting what happens, let the chaos sort of consume them, because something comes out of that.
Yeah.
And
sure.
And so the fact that you didn't do it, or the fact that you didn't consider it at the time, is the reason why it happened and why it's always supposed to happen.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. It is because it happened, and it is, and there's a beauty that comes out of that as well. No, I totally agree with that. I certainly don't regret those choices in the end. It's just, I guess, moving forward, you have a bit more of an understanding that those things are there and that they are potentially a factor, because we are always making decisions and choices in our lives, and they are, for me now, factors that I kind of, or there's just things that I see now that I never used to. But you're right. Yeah, it happened, and I don't regret it. And it's actually sometimes those things that it is beautiful in its own way.
It must be like, how old are your tamariki, Riggs?
22, 19, and 16.
Oh, geez, you got adults. Do you see them making mistakes at those, in those age brackets? You kind of go, oh yeah, no, done that, yep, seen that.
Well, actually, because of this generation, I think are a bit less risky than we were when we were young. Well, my kids anyway.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, you're really good.
Right.
I'm not going to tell you what I was up to at your age, okay?
That's quite true. Me and my boy, totally, yeah. It's true.
But it was just normal just to go for long walks, all day, and not contact your parents, and they just knew that you would be back. So those sort of things, it's quite a different world we're living in, where we need instant access. Where are you? Yeah, so I think it kind of has shaped and molded them a bit differently. But yeah, no, my eldest is probably the most risky. She does a whole lot of different stuff, and she's really grown hugely because she's done a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, my 16-year-old. Oh no, she's not 16. She's 17, about to turn 18. But she's man, she's schooling me on all kinds of stuff. You know, that I still have to wrap my. You know, I remember the days when my parents were old and they didn't get it. They didn't get the world we lived in, and now I feel like I'm back. Totally.
And the kids look at us like that, don't they? Like, oh.
I almost feel like being on TikTok and using TikTok, it almost feels like a crime, like some kind of creepy sort of crime for an old man to be on, you know?
Yep, and that's exactly how my kids talked to us when we were on TikTok making those videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're invading their safe space.
Yeah, we've already made Facebook uncool, so here we are on Twitch. And they're all gapping it to YouTube. Oh, there's a few comments here. Paliale, they're a very good bunch, these generations coming, very much so.
Yeah, they're so quick.
Oh, they've got the other thing we've noticed too is they've got such a you know, there's words for everything now.
Oh yes, and feelings and stuff.
Yeah, feelings and you know, words like anxiety and well-being and yeah, stuff that we used to just get a hand around the ears, you know.
And they're real conscious.
Yeah.
Like my kids, they don't judge. They don't like judging people.
Mm.
Yeah, they look down on that when we're doing it. Like we're just having a conversation and critiquing, and they go, "No, stop it." Okay.
Yes, anyhow.
Yeah, we're right. Is that music coming through on your end there, Rex?
Yep. Is it Indian music?
Who is this? Who have we got?
Finnish. No.
I think it is actually...
It's New Zealanders.
Yeah, it's the Maharaj Trio.
Oh.
Nicodemus.
Oh, cool beat.
Path of the Liger. And that's from the Loop Recordings catalogue, who kindly donated their entire catalogue to the stream, so we don't get...
Wow, that's cool.
Thing.
I like it.
Make Way Moana says, I feel like my generation is really conscious on our surroundings and educating ourselves before making decisions. Sure.
Yeah, they're kind of like supercomputers, eh? They can download lots of information really quickly.
Yeah, they've got a lot of shortcuts,
Images
definitely.
Or word.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what I'm doing here.
I'm just gonna go get some water. Hang on.
Clearly you are old, Paliale. Probably. Ask a 12-year-old if 32 is old. I think a 12-year-old go, 32? Your grandfather.
In summer.
But yeah, 32 isn't old. Still a baby. You're a baby, Paliali. Baby.
Does anyone in the audience want to give some ideas on what I should paint?
Okay.
You heard it, Fano. Bring it on.
Had a bit of a block.
Sis is asking what she should paint on her tile. Which museum is it from?
The
Rotorua.
Rotorua Museum.
Rotorua Museum. Yeah, Aroa
So
side.
Dad and Riggs are painting tiles. They've both got a tile delivered each that they're painting their own custom tile to go on the Rotorua Museum. We're asking for ideas.
Oh, I just let it flow with it. That's really better. You don't have to think about it, you know. You don't have to think about it. Just let it flow,
Yeah.
you know. Just let it flow.
I'm flying here, but it just looks like the water's destroying the sand bank.
I can see where you're going there. Have you got a little
They got a couple of hands.
figure in there? Yeah. Some fingers?
Yeah. A little alien.
Māori
yeah.
Maidens here
Just painting.
at Make Way Moana. I do feel though that we are a generation of tech. Our cell phones have become. Oh, sorry, Dad.
Yeah, no. Just the layers in the colour blue.
Y69 is saying maybe play on some summer colours.
Sue George over on Facebook, kia ora mama Sue, saying paint one of your cool faces.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Māori Maiden, you guys are, I mean, we all are like cyborgs these days. I mean, especially for you guys being born into, this new generation born where these things, these smartphones are just every day. You can access any kind of piece of information you want, largely. Just, we are quite cyborgy.
I don't know, cyborgs tend to be quite unfeeling, but I think this is a very feeling generation. But more,
Yeah.
Do they? Who said cyborgs are unfeeling?
well, cyborg is Terminator, right? That's you start tweaking my dystopian,
Terminologies.
dystopian idea of technology.
I thought cyborgs were just a mix of biological and technical.
No, I suppose they are. Yeah.
Hang on. Hey Siri, what's a cyborg?
A cyborg, a portmanteau of cybernetic and organism, is a being with both organic and biomechatronic body parts. The term was coined in 1960 by Manfred Kleins and Nathan S. Klein.
There you go.
There you are.
Staying corrected. Siri has dropped
And I make my point about us being cyborgs. It's just at your fingertips. Just ask.
Well, that's funny because I've got Alexa here.
Oh yeah.
Alexa, what's a cyborg?
Can't hear it. Boo, Alexa.
Alexa, stop. She didn't hear me properly. She started talking about some animal that's in Siberia.
All right. Yeah.
And then I've got Google downstairs. I think you're right. We are turning into cyborgs.
Yeah, we are. Because the next step is the implant, and the implants are coming. There's this guy who has zero motor skills, is completely locked in, can't hear, can't see, and they've put an implant in him, and he can now communicate fully with his family, telling jokes. But the technology is the implant, so I will just have to think, hey, you know, I'll just think, what is the cyborg, and the definition will just pop into my head. I won't have to verbalize the question and then use, you know, analog sound basically to get back to my eardrums, and then interpret those sounds to, it'll just come straight into my head, what it is. Which probably isn't that far away.
Kakeets 169. Why 69?
Bye. Hey, good night.
Have a good sleep. Oh, he's gonna go jam on some games. Sure. Hey, Multi Maiden. Just can you help us with the raid after this? I keep forgetting that we should probably drop a raid after to somewhere, but I don't know who to do it to. So we'll need your help with that. Sweet. Thanks, Warner. I know Mariah Rakiraki helped us with a couple of raids early days. Is there a raid call for us to copy when you do? What did the police say what did the police say to you when they raided you, Dad?
Have you got any bombs in your house? Have you got any guns in your house? Is there anybody else in your house other than the three of you? Yeah, you know? So that's the first thing. I mean, what can I say? You know, and because right at the moment, that the first thing they say, have you got any bombs in your house? What do you expect me to say? Nothing. I said nothing at all. All I asked is, where's the police liaison officer, Mr. Hohua? I need to talk to him. Yeah. So that's really the brunt of our conversation. Because it's all happening just like that, boom, 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 in a few seconds. It's not a movie, it's real life. And that's what you get there when they come and raid your house. Of course, they had I had a little red dots all over on my head. The dot over here, the dot over there. So they were aiming for my heart, body mass. I could have just said, boom, and then next minute, bang. So when you're in that state, in that kind of situation, you just go blank. You don't see anything, you don't hear anything. It becomes a slow motion. It's real life, you know. Breathing exercise at the same time. So you got to go through that whole motion. And when you get to that, at that level of violence, state violence, perpetuate violence, in thinking that they had something, we were doing something crazy, yeah. But that's all in the backyard now. All good. I still get a moment of it.
Those who don't know,
Yeah.
just over on Facebook, we're just talking to our Twitch whānau, and they're going to a raid is when everyone that's watching on our channel on Twitch, they pick someone to go and raid, and basically all of the viewers on our channel go over to the raidee channel. So that's how that works. But we haven't quite done it. We've only done it a couple of times, and we've had someone else help us do it. So, and it's just spreading the love. It's about spreading the love, right? Twitch.
Yep. Yeah, it's quite a common thing back in the 70s. The police used to come up with their 303s. They still had the old 303. And particularly all those Ruataki fellas in the Black Power. The Black Power was only just started, and they used to go around there and come out with their hands up in the air. And yeah, it's quite a normal practice that they had back in those days. Yeah.
Yep. And now a raid is what you do with other streamers while you're playing Fortnite and shooting people online.
Never mind.
Oh, these yours? Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, I just thought working. I'm just waiting for it to dry.
Man, yours are shaping up real
that was
quick.
fast.
Yeah,
Eh?
yours- I was saying yours are shaping up quickly too, Regan.
Yeah. In the color blue.
Oh, no.
I'll wait till it dries
Gotta
out.
work a bit faster. Looks finished.
It can be.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go faster.
Just don't think about it. Yeah. So do you reckon?
Yeah, it's the best way.
Just let your hand flow. Yeah, I had an interesting week out with the guy John Marsh from the artist down in Nazi Pro, based in Wellington. Working with oil.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was going to get their painting, and there was a collaboration.
Have you got it there?
Yeah, so somewhere, and this fellow might have shifted somewhere, was on the ground.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, that one there. It's a collaboration between John and I. And John.
John Welsh.
Yeah, John. You mean John Welsh? Yeah, this is called the Pariki.
John Welsh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
the return of the Colin McCann from Ruatahuna up in the hills. It's all folded up. Yeah, it's an interesting story. So we. Yeah. So there was a code name of the disappearance of the Colin McCann painting called the Pariki. Of course, they've been on it for about 18 months. It was pretty hard work, trying to go through all this. So this is what we come up with, this piece of artwork called the whāriki at Tarapaunamu. This is where it was. And the lady that was given the task to return it up to Auckland. And she actually thought it was a whāriki, but actually it was a painting. Yeah. And, but this fella here, he used just the cheapest brush. He goes in and $2 shop and buy all these brushes and just move it on steel. Yeah. Not like I do. I buy quite expensive brushes. I'm terrible with brushes. Yeah, like that. So that's John's work. So it's good working with him. John Walsh.
Yeah, he's got amazing work.
Yeah.
You do much collaboration stuff, Reeks?
Yeah, I do a bit of collaboration stuff. We're actually doing some, we're doing a series of live collaboration in the next couple of weeks, actually.
Oh, yeah.
We've got 3 live performances.
No, yeah.
It's called Te Pai. Yeah, it's called Te Pai, the Te Pai series, PAE. And we've got, so I'll be painting live, and Horomona playing taonga pōro, Jeremy on the keyboard, and then we've got invited collaborators.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And when you say live, you're talking about live
Mahi,
streaming. Live streaming, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be live streaming. Yeah.
Awesome. And you got Waimahi, yeah.
Got Waimahi, Kurahapainga dancing. So they're coming in on different nights. Troy, Kingy, and Macy.
Oh, wow.
Amazing.
Oh.
Yeah. It's going to be cool. So it's pretty. We've got a kaupapa for each night, but we'll be really just bouncing off each other as artists.
Awesome.
So yeah, and just see what happens and what comes out of it.
When are you? What nights are you doing this?
The 26th of April, and the 12th of May, and the 26th of May.
12th of May, 26th of April.
26th of April is a Tuesday, and then the 12th of May and the 26th of May.
And on what platforms, Reeks?
I think Zoom, and then you, so we'll be putting out some promos, and then you just buy the link, and then you can watch it.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, it's a pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah. So you're doing it inside Zoom, right?
I think so, yeah. So the tech guys are getting that side sorted for us.
Oh, yeah.
And is it a pay-per-view? So you come in, you pay. It's like you purchase a ticket to participate. Awesome.
Yeah, you purchase a ticket. You know, not too expensive, but kind of purchase to watch. Yeah, and then you get the link and can see what happens. Yeah. So we've all worked together in different ways, in different collaborations. I travelled with Koromona, Macy and Troy and Seth Hapu to Tahiti a few years ago, and did some live painting while they were performing.
Wow.
So it'd be quite nice to kind of bring that so that people can actually see that process. Yeah. And yeah. Something different.
Cool.
Yeah.
So if people want to cut with people, like when you post up the link and the tickets and stuff like that, where would they go? They just jump on the Facebook or?
Yeah, we'll promote it on Facebook and just through the different arts channels. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, well, keep an eye out for that whānau, because that's it's been a pretty tough time for musicians especially, and just around the live performances and being, having a lot of their stuff taken away from them. So
Yeah, for sure.
imagine, so if there's an opportunity to support our music whānau and that, and our artists as well, obviously. So keep an eye out for that.
Cool, totally.
Aye.
Yeah, it's been so hard. Like so many performances have been cancelled and stopped over the past couple of years.
Yeah, for sure.
But at least this way we can do it whether we've got COVID in the house or,
Yeah,
you know, no matter if Poromona gets stuck in Australia, he can still zoom in.
yeah.
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 Yeah. Something different. So yes, lots of collaborating. It's pretty fun, because you kind of, when you collaborate, things can happen that you don't expect.
Mm.
Yeah. Cool moment. It's quite interesting. A lot of people are utilising the internet more, aren't they? Get the
They are.
different culture out.
Yeah, people are getting more and more familiar, or not familiar, but rather, you know, not just with creating for it, but also ingesting it through, you know, like these kind of things.
Yeah.
I think people miss the face to face, but at the same time, I do think they're kind of becoming more familiar with it.
You kind of still feel like you're in touch, even though you're not face to face. Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess there is some, you know, even just this, the idea of this, where you two can, where all of us can hang out. I'm in Tamaki, you're in Kirikiriroa. These two are down in Whakatane. And, you know, and we've got a whole bunch of people in the comments on both Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube who are all just hanging out with us for a couple of hours. And
Yeah.
Y69's playing games while he's hanging out with us. And
Yeah, it's cool.
I got my new hat today from Porneke.
Oh, from that hat shop.
Yeah, from Simon. Yeah.
Hills
Famous, ain't it?
Yeah, he sent me a text. He sent me a text. I got something big for you. It should be there today or tomorrow, so it arrived there today. Yeah, beautiful hat.
Yeah, that's cool. I haven't seen one of those ones before.
No, do I? It's the only one and only one in the world made specifically for this.
Oh wow, that's nice.
Yeah, that color. Yeah. Wait till you see my new jacket, my new clothing. I've been working with a lady up in Auckland. She's a designer. So I'm into Napoleon's clothing. So I got the Napoleon hat, and it's going to go with that.
Oh yeah, his Napoleon.
So my new jacket's going to be with this. So.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah. All.
That's a statement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love these kind of hats. Yeah. All the design,
I actually haven't seen one of those.
crazy stuff in Europe back in the days. They dressed to kill. Yeah, back in the war in Spain, Russia, all around in that whole area, and this is what they wear. Sometimes they wear it like that,
Oh yeah.
or
Yes.
they wear it like that. Kind of stop the spear, you know, coming down on your head. Protect your shoulders.
That'll look neat.
No, I just made that up.
hey, Toy, just swing your camera around to show everyone the hat stand.
Yes.
Your camera.
Oh.
Dad's one, your one. The webcam, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
we found those antlers lying around the studio.
Perfect for hats.
Yeah, my vegan mate wouldn't like that.
Shining through the rain, take me high to blue sky. I can hear you calling my name.
Well, Paliali's asking, you need a cowboy hat like Rawiri.
Nah.
Nah.
He's a trendsetter.
Yeah, I think Dad's got the top hats and the bowler hats on lock.
Yeah. Nobody can have that. He can have the cowboy hat. He looks good in him. Yeah, he looks good on him. I do have a hat from Hamilton, from Waikato, from the bro over. From the bro makes hats in Hamilton.
Oh yeah, Port Waikato way. Māori
Yeah.
fella. Makes beautiful hats. Hey, yeah.
Mm.
Aye.
At this rate, we're going to need a hat stand can. That's kind of cowboyish.
Yeah, it is a cowboy hat, but they got tifa on it.
Yeah, lean
was
forward a
the one
bit.
there?
Lean forward. Yeah.
It's actually sewn in there, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, hanging there, got the tifa. Good for the rain. To stop the,
Good wide brim.
yeah, nice rain, sunshine. Yeah. But there's one jet, the little white one, creamy color one. They're very good in the summertime. So there's the one I just showed you, the brown will be really good in the summertime too. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that weaved look.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah. It's very light and airy and summery, and that white one that he made for you too is great.
Yeah. Well, they come from, that material come from Panama in South America, Central America. So he get all those material portai from all around the world, and they come from there. Yeah.
Hey, so is your live stream on multiple nights? Oh yeah, you did say that. Sorry, you had 3 nights. Yes, 2 in April, 2 in May, 1 in April.
Yeah, 3 nights.
Yeah.
The painting and the soundtracks that are created, they'll be developed into an artwork to be exhibited at the Waikato Museum.
Oh man.
There's a show on called Toia's Rongoa, so it's kind of an exploration of that as well. You know, what's rongoa in our toi.
Mm.
Yeah.
So collaborating all those different aspects, you know, movement and visuals and painting and tongtoro, voice. Yeah, it's kind of exploring those sort of concepts in different realms.
Yeah.
So one performance is about Atia, so you know, the realm above in space, and another performance is about Te Ao Marama, so rangi, and the other performance is about Papatōnuku and, you know, her resonant energy and vibration. from below us.
Is it a different artist and musician combination each night?
Yeah, each night. So the first one up will be Troy. He's on the 26th of April. And then the 12th of May will be Macy with myself, Horomona, and Jeremy. So we're kind of like the four ones that'll be throughout the whole thing. And then Macy will come on the 12th, and then Waimahi and Kuraha Painga for Papatuanuku on the 26th of May. Yeah.
Amazing. That sounds amazing.
Yeah. Should be fun. And they're just such amazing artists. I've seen them work again and again. You know, when you have an artist who is just so in tune with their art form, they can just click in just straight away.
Yeah,
so it'll
yeah.
be interesting having people of that caliber, you know, with other people of high caliber, just to kind of see what happens when it's not prepared or planned, and just to see what gems kind of come out of that. Yeah. Interesting.
Aye.
You just reminded me, actually, something arrived in the mail for me yesterday. I just want to show you.
Hey, yeah, we can get those through to you, Māori Maiden. I'll let Wairere do that. Matua Wairere. You there, Matua Wairere?
What am I doing?
Giving us Fire Regan's links in the Twitch.
Oh, yeah, we can do that. Yeah, no problem. I'll send those out before the end of the stream. Okay, so I got in the mail. This thing arrived. I got the Troy Kingi one, I think, and so, and then it was just a parcel that arrived with all the stuff in it.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
cool.
We'll pull it back to the light. Yeah, that's better. That's
Wow.
dope. Cheer, Troy.
Working. He's got the meme merchandise.
I have a CD player, but that's okay. I listen to this album all the time.
Oh yeah, CD copy.
And then it came with like a whole bunch of rat tests.
Yeah.
Right. This is a care package from a label.
No, this is a care package from Troy Kingi. What happened was it was actually done in conjunction with the Kingitanga, and we're a group of artists: Stan Walker, Troy Kingi, Rob Ruha, and a couple of others who I can't. You know, there was a couple of others in there as well. I'm not sure exactly how many others, but then the idea was Kotahitanga, where they were just trying to promote, you know, using their platform and in connecting with their artists and with their fans, but they're just sending out care packages to their fans basically, and there was like little vitamin C packs. We got some tea, some Manuka tea.
Wow. Oh, that's a good idea.
So it was sent out through. So on behalf of the Kingi to Heitia Putato, the Whero, the what's that? My Roman numerals, the 7, 5, 6, 7. Thank you for your ongoing mahi to protect the well-being of the people. In particular, thank you for doing this in a Māori way that is united. So it was basically those artists got together and they were funded to send these care packages out to each of to their fan bases and to whānau out there. So yeah,
Cool.
That's so cool. Yeah. Hope
Very cool.
given.
Good package.
Stan Walker. There's some Stan Walker fragrance as well, which I think I'll give my nephew for his birthday.
Fragrance.
Does it smell good?
It smells great. I really like it.
Nice.
You might have to pick your mic up there a bit, my bro.
It smells great. I really like it.
Did you order it or did they just send it?
No, it just arrived. I was on the mailing list, I guess. It actually helps that. Yeah, no, I knew it was going out, so they sent me one. But it's pretty cool. There was a whole bunch of people that received them.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Don't forget to put those links in there, Matua.
Oh yeah, okay.
Well, thank you for your partai, Margaret. We might have to leave that for another night because we're not far from wrapping up, and that's a bit of a big korero, I think, that one.
What's that? Process.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long korero.
How do you start? Yeah, that's a big korero. Just let it flow, eh, Regan?
You just let it flow,
Let it flow out of your hand.
you know. You
Let
have
it flow and layer it up.
you have a big bright idea. Yeah. And you start ringing somebody. I've got this big
Great thing
idea.
with paint-
What's that, sorry? Korero.
The great thing with paint is you can always paint over it if you do a mistake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes the mistakes are the best part.
Aye. We get a little bit pedantic about it. Yeah. Yeah, I quite like this oil painting I just finished. I actually finished it. I'm happy with that. It's different.
Oh, that's cool.
Anxiety.
It's quite cool in the flesh too because it's an oil painting, so it's got quite a lot of texture to it.
Yeah, because I didn't know it reminded me of myself. You know, I didn't know what the anxiety was about. Took me a long time. You know, and you get to go through those moments of it. So that's what it looked like. Get a pukana eyes. Not quite asleep though, I'm still wide awake.
Actually, I just saw a great TikTok. There's this girl sitting there. She's like, and you know, the text comes up. I just got myself a dog, a specialist dog to help me with my anxiety. And then it cuts around to the dog, and it's one of those dogs who's like just totally looks anxietized the whole time. It's just one of those kinds of dogs. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
They got the funniest faces sometimes, and it just totally looks like it's freaking out.
Are you on any other platforms there, Reeks? I put up the TikTok and the Facebook.
Website?
Oh yeah, what's your website?
reganbowser.com. Those are the main ones.
Oh, that's a cool picture on the front of your website. well, we got 3 minutes, so I'm gonna just I'm gonna say to the Twitch Whānau, if the raid's gonna happen, it doesn't have to happen before we end the stream.
Now's the time. Moana, if you're still there.
We have 12 whole viewers.
What, 12?
It's nice when it's a good thing with the Twitch Whānau, they hang out when you get your numbers. Facebook's a little bit more up and down.
Mm.
We kind of start out with 40 and we're down to 20 at the moment. That's all good. We love having people drop in, hanging out.
Yeah, cool.
Yep. Okay, a koutou.
Nā mihi,
We're in the process of doing that.
po Māori
Yeah,
e.
Uncle Jack Ty. That's the one.
So they're just jacking it up. So we'll let them figure that out before we can the stream. I think we have to still be live when they do it. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yep, po
Well,
Māori e
this has been
pale
fun.
ale.
Awesome to be with you guys.
Yeah, hey, thanks for coming on. I know it was a bit short notice, so we were scheduled to have Regan on next week, and we did have Tiki in the book, but he got COVID, and so he was like, oh, I don't want to be coughing and spluttering all through the show. So thanks for coming on at the last minute. And can we have a look at your tile? It looks amazing.
I don't know, it's a little bit, it probably needs a bit more work, but anyway,
It's cool.
Oh no, that's cool.
Oh,
bit of a play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's been really cool just hanging out, Reeks. It's been nice, actually. Quite calming. And just chill.
Yeah, it's been great.
Real
Ka
chill.
kite iau koe.
send you off.
Ai, tēnā koe matua.
Yeah, and hi to your mum.
Nā wiki te pai te kito tā.
Yeah.
And
Ai,
we're
she
still,
sent you love.
I think we're still holding on the Twitch whānau.
Yeah, I'll come
That's
in.
cool. We'll let you go. We'll let you go, sis. That's all good. You can take off, and then we'll deal with this raid. But yeah, thanks for coming on. And hey, we should do it again. If you're on.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yep. And Whānau,
And
make sure-
Horomona, he just got home from the gym, so he'd be keen to jump on too.
Yes, we definitely have him on.
Yeah.
Probably
Maybe
have a
we
little
can have him on. He's at the
play
gym,
or something.
and we can all be working out while we're ketoing.
I'll watch him work out. No.
Yeah, I'll watch him work out.
With our fat phobia, I think that was the one that was the hashtag that came out of tonight. Fat phobia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sis, all right.
Okay.
Cheer, Regan.
Ka kite iau koutou. Good night. Hi.
Ka hiti a koutou.
Ka kite.
Aroha nui.
All right, hang on, Dad. Your mic's still live. We're still live. We're just checking out the.
My attack. Oh, yeah.
The raid. Is raids activated? Guess not. Oh, do we have to do something?
It'd be quite good to do something like that.
Yeah.
You know, the idea about the raid.
But,
We'll come and do a raid.
do you want me to do it? Yeah, I'll do it.
Oh, yeah. Matua White it is taking care of it.
Uncle Jack Pie, copy that. Here we go. Oh, yep, there it is.
There it
Our
is.
viewers are ready to raid Jack Pie in 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds.
See you fellas.
Right
Hang on
there.
up. And they're gone.
Oh!
Where's Uncle Jack Ty? I want to see Uncle Jack Ty now.
Do I have to do anything else?
I don't know. I'm just going on. Oh yeah, Tame Iti is hosting Uncle Jack Ty, so we go there. Yeah,
Oh, I see. So that brings them onto our channel.
yeah. We're hosting them on there now, so when people come onto our channel, they get pushed over to Uncle Jack Ty.
Oh yeah, who's Uncle Jack on Twitch?
I don't know, he's a gamer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on Twitch. And he's gaming now.
Okay.
Our mods have helped us to put him over. So.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
well, Facebook whānau, thank you very much for joining in tonight. That's us as we work out the technical stuff with
Your voice is still really low, my bro.
joining us. Check.
Yeah,
Sorry
it's
about
better.
that. Not sure what's happening. Yeah. Okay, that's us.
Cheers.
Yo,
We're out, Dad. You want to
Chau.
meet us out?
ka kite ia koutou. A te rā wiki. Yo.
Yo.